Let's talk about Project 4, Lesson 18. A comet that passes through the solar system just once has a path that is modeled by a conic section. Astronomers discover a comet whose path is modeled by the following equation with the sun at one focus. What type of conic section is the comet's path? So this equation is modeling the comet's path, and we need to know what type of conic section it is. So to do this, my suggestion would be simply to compare the one you've been given to these standard equations for different conic sections. So your standard equation for a circle looks like this: ellipse and hyperbola. So which one of these shapes does this equation fit? Let's move on. Question 2. What are the vertices of the comet's path? Hint: examine the general formula for the path and identify the numbers that determine the vertices. Okay. So we're given this equation, which models the comet's path. Here is the standard equation for that shape, not giving anything away. Now in this case, A is my vertex and B is my co-vertex. A is my vertex and B is my co-vertex. So I'm asked, what are the vertices of the comet's path? So vertex, co-vertex. So if I take some square roots, for example, if I take the square root of 2500, that will tell me A, which is a vertex for this shape. Okay, so solve for A to find the vertices for this, and remember to take both positive and negative roots. Question 3. At its closest point to the sun, this comet is how many million miles from the sun? Okay, so to do this, let's take a look. So we have our equation, we have the standard equation that we're comparing it to. Remember that A is our vertex, B is our co-vertex, and in this case it's also important to know that C is our focus. Now we want to know, at its closest point to the sun, how close this comet is, how many million miles it is from the sun. So the hint you're given is to subtract the vertex from the focus. So we found the vertex in the last question. So I'm going to subtract that from the focus. So I need to find the focus. These three are related by the Pythagorean theorem. So because I know a squared and because I know b squared, I can solve for c squared. Again, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So use this equation to solve for c, which is our focus, and then you'll take that vertex and subtract it from the focus. That will tell you at the closest point how many million miles the comet is from the sun.